their pain.
Yeah, they didn't play.
What is up, Joshy V2 here, and Vail VR has finally arrived on Quest 2 and 3, and I want to talk about it. I guess first let's address the elephant in the room, and it's that you haven't hit the subscribe button yet. But no, Vail has had some trouble with player counts, and really a community pushing it to the forefront of the competitive VR scene. It doesn't make Vail a bad game, it's actually a fantastic shooter that released back in November of 2022 to PC VR only. An incredibly small market in the grand scheme of virtual reality. The sad truth is Quest and the standalone market has dominated VR enough that a game not releasing on Quest is unfortunately going to suffer. But Vail on Quest is finally here now, and in October of 2023, and I want to take a few minutes to talk about my experience with it, how it plays, and some challenges I think it's going to have being sort of this late to the standalone party. The gameplay feels extremely smooth and fluid. I'm playing this currently on the Quest 3, which of course has more performance than the Quest 2, but the graphics have been adjusted to not look as nearly as good as the PC VR, but it's pretty close. I actually prefer playing directly on the Quest 3. I've always been very interested in playing virtual reality esports. However, the time that Vail launched back in November of 2022, I had only had a Quest device to play PC VR with, and the latency with AirLink, or even the latency on just being on a USB cable, always put me at a disadvantage to those playing on dedicated PC VR headsets like the Index and the Rift. Gun handling, of course, is top-notch. Vail has really nailed the gun handling, and the time to kill and overall map fluidness is exactly what you would expect from playing the PC version. Every time I get into a good lobby with Vail, the hours melt away, and I've found myself just having fun and constantly trying to make better plays, hold better angles, and play the objectives. It's truly one of the most addicting experiences I've personally had in a VR shooter. But that unfortunately is where the problem is. The game is currently in alpha, and as of the 12th of October, anyone who signed up for the alpha was allowed access. I'm having an extremely hard time finding games, and every time I get on to check, there's only 2 to 3 servers online with anywhere from 10 to less than maybe 5 players. If you do manage to find a server, it's filled full of the absolutely most god-tier players in the game.
Have your gun on semi. What is that? How are they already at our spawn?
Dude, what?
This really creates a frustrating barrier to entry as you have insanely good players dominating lobbies and not even the opportunity to find a server of players more in your skill range. Lobbies also don't shuffle teams in between maps, so you're stuck playing against the same players map after map after map without the teams ever changing. Games like Vail only succeed with players, and players make esports successful. Players will ultimately make Vail successful, and just like on PC, Vail currently has a massive lack of players. I think the problem is really situational misfortune. Vail made the active decision to pass on Quest development back in 2022 and focus on a small market of PC VR players. Now Vail has finally hit the ecosystem of standalone, when massively successful competitor shooters like Breachers have been out for a while now and established a very strong player base. I'm in no way saying that Vail is a failure, it's entirely too early to call that, and I can't wait to be proved wrong when it hits the official store, and people are openly able to download and purchase it. But Vail would have had an amazing opportunity, in my opinion, back in 2022 when their hype was at an all-time high. That hype has now passed a little bit, and other good VR shooters have arrived on the market, and I just think that Vail is going to have a massive uphill battle. I truly hope you check out Vail. Join their Discord. I'm not sure if they will be letting more people into the alpha, but definitely watch this game and scoop it up when it comes out. And let's help shape Vail as the premier competitive shooter on Quest. But that is going to do it for me. I'll see you all on next Thursday's video. And if you want more content, follow the TikTok. I post a 60-second video there daily. And join the Discord. Hang out, play games with the community, get to know me a little bit better. Okay, bye.